Writer's block. I got some ideas which don't get past like outlines, but it seems that those ideas come in like waves. So I get all these outlines real done, and then after that, it's just, I don't know if it's writer's block or just lack of motivation. So, Wretched. I'm going to run Wretched Space. I haven't thought about anything beyond the raid on the poultry planet, which is just making fun of mega corporations and fast food chains and this dystopic future that we see that is inevitable. I need to tweak it, so I'm going to tweak that out a little bit. I did like in the Wretched Space that they had specific models of weapons that had minor bonuses based upon basically the brand. Right? So you're going to have branded stuff in the future. So I was musing on that the other day, and a while back I was cracking jokes about defunct 80s brands rebranded in the future. Like, what if they didn't go away and they were just like the mega corporations of the future? And to tiptoe around copyright, trademark, I went with Mega Chicken, but I'm going to do Radio Shack because I used to work there and I loved that place. I loved working there, actually. It was one of the funnest jobs I've ever had. Until the death spiral. Death spiral was not fun. But Radio Shack of the future, if they sold guns and weird tech. And then everything else is coming from, like, film. Gene tech. And, I just went blank, you know. The movie corporations of 80s sci-fi. I have another idea for survival horror, which I pitched at Miguel. He loved the idea. So I'm making a survival horror thing to where you're college kids and things go sideways and you're running for your life. So it's going to be a lot of bushcraft RP, using your wits to avoid an enemy that in a straight up fight you can't win. And if you do it, you're dead. Because it's how it's made. You're made to evade and overcome, evade or find stuff. But I'm thinking about introducing a mechanic. I was gonna call this last man standing or last one standing because it's built on the last girl trope, right? So if you find an NPC and you're hanging around with an NPC, anytime Big Bad shows up, the NPC gets attacked. So we need to find an extra body. You know, and gamers are like that. We need to find an extra body to have around just in case. The only thing you see is this child. We grab the kid. The kid is coming with us. I mean, it's Wretched after all. Oh crap! We made a wrong turn. Here comes the big bad. Looks like little Timmy's not making it back to town. I get an action to get away, right? And I've been kicking that around. I got an outline. I'm not much of a writer or any of that stuff. I basically make outlines and run games with stat blocks. I have some blocks, but like I'm a big fan of the one-page dungeon, and I just don't know if that really works with Wretched. I'm going to have to go a little bit more in depth because those are more cinematic, so it's based on scenes. So I have to picture the film or short story or the trope and roll it out, fill in the main scenes, and then put areas they may not or may not discover, kind of like director's cut, right? And their decisions will take into there and then work on it from there. And I'm pretty good at winging stuff, especially when I'm being goofy. This last Monday, I started getting goofy because I really thought they were going to avoid. This is a fantasy game, not Wretched. Oh, with Old School Essentials. They were going to avoid the inmate section of Stonehill because that was all the signs I got earlier. And I really thought they were going to go down in the areas by Cobalt Corners and those areas down to the second level and completely skip the inmate area. They didn't. They went back. And this party's like, nah, we're going this way. And I'm like, oh, crap. Because I hadn't really done much to the map with my notes. And so I just started riffing with the inmates. And if people don't know, they're the descendants of the mentally insane ward of that part of the dungeon. So I just started describing deformed retards using Neanderthal stat blocks. But they were kind of like, dang, goofy and sadistic, right? Kind of like Wrong Turn, but in a dungeon. And the party was getting a kick. They got a little freaked out, and the monster reaction rolls were in their favor. So the monster reaction rolls kept them from being swarmed at one, and they just slammed the door and left. They're like, nope, we're out. We're going to go. For a little bit, I did think that the halfling warrior was going to go through the dungeon on a tricycle they found. Which would probably bring some joy to the combat wheelchair people of the world. But give him a lance. You don't go any faster. You can't go real quick. It's a freaking tricycle. Okay? Yeah, how would that work with 60 feet of down of stairs? These people. But yeah, I need to write a recap for that. But mainly I've been trying to focus on making stuff for Wretched. I made those 3 archetypes here recently, and then I converted over. I've been taking some of my favorite old school essentials or Labyrinth Lord monsters and converting them. So I upcycled the murder killer flamingo lately, and now I need to work on the ocular jelly, because who doesn't love jellyfish that plop your eyeballs out of your head? Because that's just cool. That's cool. I really didn't have much to say this morning. I've been in a doldrum. We had some bad weather, so I need to walk around the house. Neighbor had tree land on their car. Sorry. But I need to check my roof. Mainly just a lot of screens sucked out of the windows, and Lord knows where they're at. We'll walk around, pick those up, and see if there's any other damage. I need to climb up on the roof. I just don't want to. You know, stuff you gotta do. It just seems rather like, ugh, climb on the roof. Anyway, later.